I'm feeling better. Cool, cool, cool. Man, you came in hot, boy. What's going on, man? Good morning, good morning. I feel like I got something on me. What's up, y'all, man? What's happening, man? Been a minute. Fruit. Happy, what's today? Hump day? Today is hump day. Happy hump day. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Safe, productive, and eventful if you know, depending on what kind of job you are. I'm pretty sure if you're a cop, boring day will be fine. Do your shift and get on about your business. So, man, let's jump right in. For those that don't know who I am, I go by Trapvision 3D. If you just come by and I understand how these lives work, it is set up for anybody to come through. And I'm a watch guy, so I'm talking about watches. And if you don't know, like, that's what I got this hat on for. Rocking my long jeans today. And we're going to be talking about something that I was asked this question last night, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. I was asked this question last night. You know, like, what's your sweet spot when it comes to watches? What is the sweet spot? So I'm like, that's a tough question. In other words, like, how many watches rocking my Aquaman Poseidon? Okay, cool. Did you post it already? I gotta post. I'm gonna post some of my watches, or one of them. I don't know. I might post multiple today, bro. Because I'm feeling like I'm gonna be switching out today like crazy. Later on today, y'all. So around 12 o'clock, I'll be going live from Trifecta Watches. I'll be sitting over there with Jake, and yeah. But let's get right back into the topic. And I'm just setting this watch because I'm gonna wear this today. Wearing this Seiko right here, this GMT, and this is a remake of the 70s edition, 70s model. And this one was actually a chronograph at first, back in the 70s, and now it's not. Now it has like the NH35 in it or something like that, or 4R. And we're talking Seiko. I just know, you know, whatever. But anyway, man, I think this is a valid question for anybody that collects watches. What is a sweet spot for you? What do you think a sweet spot? And is there such thing as too many watches? Haven't posted yet. Okay, cool. Is there such thing as too many watches? That is I think it's a valid question for enthusiasts. What you guys think? Because I'm going to walk through a number of watches. Because after that question last night, I thought about it. I said, man, what would be a sweet spot? You know, because everybody's different. You know, I've seen collectors that, shoot, I was one of them where, bro, I couldn't get like $75 was like my max for buying watches. $75. I could, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I can spend up to $75 on a watch. What will I get? And I was basically at Walmart just buying, you know, quartz watches. And I like my digital watches, but I like my digital watches, man. My Casios, bro, like undefeated. Armatron, I was always on those. And every once in a while, you know, I'll save up a couple checks and then I'll dare to spend $125, man. Like, it was crazy. And that was like, I remember that was like this phase I had for, man, over 10 years. That's all I did, you know what I'm saying? Because I was in shoes and hats, man. So I'm buying shoes off top. Couple outfits, whatever the case was, but like, I like shoes, loafers and stuff like that, Sperry's. But since I would say my hunger for watches switched, or the switch was flipped in 2017. And I was with Invicta, right? 2014, I had my first two. My wife bought me like 8 watches back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like every month she'll buy me a watch. And like 2017, I really got heavy off into it. Aviator 50 millimeter automatic red dial. J. Jones, okay. And I'm like, man, I just went crazy, went nuts, man. It's like, and it was more about, because I was watching Evine, Home Shopping Network, And for those that say, hey, home shopping networks is for old folks, man, I was like 34 years old, just going crazy, man. Like, I'm getting this watch, I'm getting that, or whatever the case was. So fast forward to now, my tastes have changed, completely changed, right? I still collect Invicta pieces, but I'm very selective, man. Like, I look for the all of the older ones, man, because like I think Invicta, no, I ain't gonna say think, in my opinion, vintage Invicta is like the sweetest watches ever, man. It was like this harmony that they had, you know. They owned that market, they owned it, you know. Even with the bigger pieces, man, it's like, yo, they put so much time and effort into it, man. And like, they didn't just use diamonds, man. They was doing hematite. They was using emeralds in watches, man. So it was like, it was so crazy. And then they would, like, they had Soul Pride movements and Val Grange, man, like the AO7. Like, it was crazy. So I think about that, and coming back to that question, what would be a sweet spot, man? That's hard for me. Because I said, you know, on the thumbnail, I said 25 watches and counting. Can you put an average on what 16 in one day? Yeah, of course, right. 16 in one day. Somebody went nuts. I don't know, man. Like, that is, man, I would love for you, like, all you guys that are catching this on replay, let me know what is a sweet spot for you. Because obviously, if you're here, you like watches, right? An algorithm is going to drop this and say, hey, yo, this guy's talking about watches. I think that's a legitimate question. I may even put that on my community post, man. Like, what's your sweet spot? Because I know there's some people that have 8 watches in their collection right now. Robert Wood, I believe, like, he is selling. If not, he sold all those watches possibly. He just bought man, that watch is so dope. That watch is so dope, right? Carl Bucher, lovely watch. And I know he's like, it's the way he explained his watches, the ones that you can tell he's in love with, you know. And I believe that's where I'm at right now, at a point where I'm shedding off some of the watches that I know, like, you know what, I much rather this watch go to a collector that will appreciate it, but I'm not wearing it anymore. And my numbers were high. Like, I remember at one point, before I stopped buying as much, I was over 300 watches, man, in my collection. Luciano is in the building. JJ sweet spot is infinite. Man, I'm done with you. I have to take a sip of coffee for that. Wow. What's up, homeboy? We in the feds together. Bloody bro, so gosh. So this is the problem. So after I did my live last night, and I really thought about it before I came on here, I really thought about, like, what is the sweet spot. So, for example, I got this watch with me, right? Hamilton. And I just gave 5 different brands last night that, you know, I was like, that could literally take me well over 25 watches, you know, and because I don't think 25 for me would be the sweet spot. So I started asking myself, like, okay, what is it that, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cash is limited. You know, there's, when you think about it, or actually when you research it, there's way too many companies out there, man. Because even if you just stay in the main vein of your brand names that you know, I'll tell you one company alone that will, like, tear your pocket off slowly but for surely, and it's Seiko. Seiko is one of them. I can guarantee you that, you know, the average collector you can have what, 20 Seikos in your collection, man. If you're a Seiko 5 person, you in trouble. If Seiko 5 really just attracts you, man. And I brought my piece. Now, this is a piece that I haven't shown in a long time, but I actually made this watch, right? I created this watch, modded, if you will, with Kokomo, right? KWC. They walked me through the whole process, man. So I looked at the design I wanted. I ordered the whole thing. So, of course, Seiko 5 case, real sporty. Didn't know what bracelet I wanted, man. Like, I didn't want an H-style bracelet, so I went with that the Jubilee style. And as you can see, got the Japanese writing on the rotor. Sapphire crystal. The lume is crazy. NH36. I got, for my second hand, I got a shark. Now, I like this watch, and I went with that Batman style bezel. I like this watch. It's a lot of layers, there's a lot of texture to it, right? But that's just one Seiko out of, I believe I have 4 Seiko 5s in my collection. Hold up, let me see. Let me count them real quick. So I have that one, the modded. I have the Bruce Lee. I have the one made, created by the people. No, I have 6. I have 6 Seiko 5s. So right there, that's 6 of them just from Seiko. And then I have the GMT, and I technically had 2 other GMTs. I gave those GMTs to other collectors, right? But man, I'll just say, I just threw out a generic number. I'm gonna say 50, right? 50 would be a sweet spot. Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for welcoming everybody in, bro. I appreciate it. Thelonious. Let me see. I'm loving this 55-degree weather. It's hoodie season, bro. It's hoodie season for me, bro. Oh man, it's hoodie season. Yes, sir. God bless you, my friend. Wait. Oh, it's too early in the morning. Woo, love the names, man. Man, social media is undefeated with the names, bro. I promise. Oh my gosh, the Victor Showcase, man. It's a pleasure to have you here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So yes, now I'm gonna tell you this. I know this wasn't a question, but like honeymoon phase, right? So I'm gonna tell you, like, there's 2 watches. So I have on my Longines. This is my watch of the moment, right? Hydro Conquest. Absolutely dig this watch, man. Regardless of all the specs, and I said this before, if you're curious, let me take this off real quick. For this watch, 72-hour power reserve, 300 meters depth ratio. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you I bought this for the name. As you can see, I bought this for the name, and I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, man. I learned about Longines a while back, and I was curious about the company, right? And I was looking at their designs, their early designs, and historically where they fit in horology, man. And I was like, yo, this company's done a lot. And the one thing out of everything, the one thing that just got me excited about this company was their practice. Like, wherever they sent their watches, they documented every customer that they had, and they logged it into this freaking library, right? And I said, now that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're keeping track of everything, man. It's like, you know how people like, what's that, the space capsule, when you capture something during the times, you send it up to space, and hopefully something, well, could backfire if you guys into sci-fi like that. An alien get a hold of it and look like, okay, we see their culture, we're gonna come down and take over. But that's not what Longines is doing. They just like, they documented everything that they did. So that's what made me fall in love with this company. And I said a long time ago, I said, I'm gonna get a Longines. If I don't get nothing but one, I'm getting a Longines. And I have it, right? And I wore this watch a lot. Yes, I post other watches, but I didn't take this off. But then the same thing is when I first saw this watch right here, did I see this? I think I saw this on the YouTube, DK. He showcased this watch, and I said, yo, that watch is nice. I went to the AD and finally saw it for myself, and had the opportunity, man. They took some money off, like they were having this watch event. Boom, I bought it. This is the Expedition, and it's simplistic, man. This is like an everyday wear, man. Plus it's Hamilton. I didn't get it for the specs, and I know there's watches with better specs than that one for the price. And there's, you know, you can say, hey, like, this watch is just under $1,000, and it may be $1,000 next year. Who knows? But I will say this respectfully. I look at the price and like, okay, not to say it ain't a lot of money, spending $900 or $850, whatever. That's still a nice chunk of change. It did not matter to me because the watch really it grabbed my attention, and that was it. I said I gotta have it, man. There's everything about it, man. It has like a patina look to the actual, man. I dig this watch. I like the lume. I like the numbers, man. It's just so much going on with that watch, right? But it just, again, what will be the sweet spot? Because Hamilton has, I don't have them with me. Matter of fact, if you just got here, I'll be going live at Trifecta today around 12:30, somewhere around there. Bro, I'm telling you off the rip. I can tell you that the Jazzmaster chronograph, I absolutely dig that. The Murph, I absolutely dig that. And I know like that Scuba they have, the dive watch that they have, I like that. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It could have a little bit more presence, but I like it the way it is. If you compare it to other watches, like it kind of falls by the wayside, but like I can name you at least 7 models out of Hamilton that I'm like, okay, yep, give me that. So that makes my sweet spot continue, goes up. Hold on, let me go up. Ha! Only submarine. If you could only have one watch, whoa, man, that is such a vicious question. T-Dubs, really, that is no. We're not doing that this morning. No, T-Dubs. I appreciate you being here, T-Dubs, but that is such a. But I'll tackle it though. Gosh. And let me say this. I know you want to answer, but let me explain myself first. For everybody in the chat. The hardest thing about answering that question is I've experienced a ton of watches. From Tudor to Pagani. I've experienced a lot of watches. Steel dives to Breitling. And the thing about that, man, just having, if I had to pick one watch, oh my gosh. Freak, man. I have to go Panerai, bro. If I can only pick one watch, man, then I have to go with Panerai. If that's the only watch I'm gonna wear for the rest of my life, bro, or for whatever, it gotta be Panerai. And then I'll be so like, and that's one of them. If I was on an island somewhere, bro, like I'll have my Panerai with me, man, and like just hope somebody save me. If not, y'all find me. And my soul will hunt you for taking my Panerai off my wrist. You're supposed to bury me with my watch. You'll never rest easy. Gosh, that's such a vicious question, man. You have embarrassed me so bad. I'm not buying any watches. Y'all, hold up. I'm going to pin this comment. This man said, Trap, you have embarrassed me so bad, I'm not buying any more watches this month. You shouldn't buy any more watches this month because you bought 16 in one day. In one shot. So, whatever. Ain't nobody embarrass you. Get out of here. Wolf Farm Productions. Hamilton. Scamilton. You call it Scamilton? Why you call it Scamilton? Scamilton. I ain't heard that one before. Why you? I'm sorry, bro. What is? You gotta explain that, bro. You can't pop something in there without explain that. What do I think of Grand Seikos? Oh, I like Grand Seikos. Grand Seikos are dope. Hands down, yeah. Grand Seikos are dope. The problem is, I mean, the finishing is amazing, man. But like, there's other watches like they're starting to that have just popped up, man, like micro brands, of course, that have these dials, man, and they're like half the cost. You know, I think that plays a major part. But then too, again, price will not matter to some people. Even if you can't afford to get a $10,000 watch right now, and that's the watch that you want, guarantee you'll figure it out. Like if you got to sell something or put that money up, because I was looking at this is just a few months back. Somebody had announced that he said, hey, I finally got my Rolex. I think he got the Explorer. I want to say he got a Rolex Explorer and was happy, man. He was just like shouting into the mountains. He is an Army vet. What do you think? Oh, I missed the question. Hold on. I hope they update that Longines to match the dial on the Hydro GMT. Yeah. Man, if you could have only one watch, that is terrible. That is such a terrible question. And I've asked that question before too. Shop HQ is calling me, heading to work. Okay. All right, bro. Wow. Stop fronting, Trap. You already, he said it too. Thelonious put in their panel right. Hey, you know me, bro. Go troll Biden site. 16 today. Jerry's undefeated. There you go again, Trap. Hey, not me, bro. Not me. This is on you. And y'all know I'm setting a watch right now. What's today? Today the 4th. Man, it's so enjoyable being a watch collector, man. Is today the 4th? Yep, today is the 4th. Hump day, sir. Hold up, let me see. And I'm setting my Hamilton, man. Wait a minute, who is that? Somebody said Shamilton, man. Why you call it Scamilton? Why you call it Scamilton? I want to know. I gotta know, man. I have to know. Like, don't leave me high and dry now. You put the comment there, man. I need to know what that means. What is, like, is Hamilton scamming us in some type of way? What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me, man. Don't leave me out here lonely like that. Don't leave me on this island by myself, man. You can't do that. Can't do that. All right, man. But anyway, let's get back into Sweet Spot. And we know, and y'all, for all that's watching, man, I know we got Jay Jones in the chat. Jay Jones don't have a sweet spot. Jay Jones, he don't. His sweet spot is not. It's not in watches. His sweet spot may be something else with food or something like that, or whatever. I don't know, but like, it's definitely not watches. We all know that this man he will go nuts on getting watches. It's pineapples. They cut me some pineapples. Oh, these things. There I go again. There you go again. Now, here's another one for those at home. Citizen. Tell me Citizen don't have some fire in their collection right now. If you just go off of dive watches alone, both be it eco drive and automatics, there's at least, I'll say five watches that are just standouts. That just like, hey, must haves, in my opinion, right? That's one of them. That's why I got it. But then, you know what? And then, what about modern watches? This is through, this is called the Snowflake. It's a Seiko timepiece. You see that? Drill lugs. I know some people go crazy over drill lugs, man. I'm like, whatever. You got the Seiko crown on it. You got that, man. Look at that, man. That's dope, but like, you got that snowflake, huge snowflake on the front, skeletonized. I got this watch from Palmer's Jewelers, aka Kokomo, and Trap, you can stop now. Yeah, that's what your credit card told you. You can stop now. Stop it, JJ. Playing it, JJ. But, you know, just going back into, I don't know, man. I don't know what the sweet spot would be. I don't know what the sweet spot would be, man, because honestly, I can enjoy a minimum of a minimum of 75 at least. I mean, because you think about it, you start adding up, man. Even if you did 5 from each company, right? So we're talking still in the honeymoon phase with this one right here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the blue dial, it may be there. When we go to Trifecta, we'll see if that blue dial is available. What's up, Clarence? But this right here, man, look at that, man. That thing looks rich, bro. It's a beautiful watch, bro. This thing gets wrist time. Like, I sleep in that watch. I can wear that watch like without wearing anything else, and I don't care. I will wear it with this blue hoodie. I don't care. I don't care because that watch is that watch. And seeing I don't have the Panerai right now, so if I'll say this, if I had to wear one watch in my collection, if somebody say I'll challenge you to wear the same watch, you got to post it, you can't take it off and wear something else, it'll be that. But then I'll tell you another watch that I could wear every day, and it's this one. The Crosswinds. I could wear this watch every day. Y'all see, man, how much wear and tear I'm putting on this? And this thing is like, yo, Trap, what you doing? This thing is broke in. Got thick that, like, if this was the belt, man, this would be good to keep your kids in check. Get your butt down. Get out of here. What I just tell you? Swipe them right there. Bop. Good. A little discipline ain't gonna hurt nobody. I ain't say beat them or abuse them. So Trap, my credit card is fine. I know, obviously it is. Your credit card can handle, man. You got a black card, bro. You got the black card. You got American Express. Your credit is, man, goes the long way, bro. Your credit goes the long way, man. Y'all, for America, world, everybody that's seeing this, we got a member in the chat right now that literally can buy 16 watches in one day, man, and not blink, bat an eye. Just like, oh, 16? Put that on the card. Hold up, man. We got to do this right. Pinkies up. Oh, my name is Jay Jones, and I am a collector of the finer things in life. Oh, 16 watches? What is that? He scoffs at stuff like that, man. This dude wears a ascot when he's at home just buying watches. Oh, man. Woo. Bro, like, you got an ascot, man, with like a shot of scotch and a cigar. That's what you do right in your living room, bro. 16 in the day. T-dubs. Like, hey, bro, y'all listen, man. Y'all may never meet Jay Jones ever in your life, man. But when I tell you this dude is crazy about watch, I mean, I think a lot of us are nuts about watches, man. I think a lot of us are nuts about watches. He's beyond the black card. He's a clear card. Wow. Hey, man, you know that is crazy. That is quite the opposite, a clear card. So your card is infinite, man. You got the infinity stones on your card, man. There we go. I got it. I'm telling you, bro. I've never seen anybody collect like this dude is frenzied, man. Like Jay Jones, the equivalence of his watch buying is like you throwing some bloody meat in a piranha tank, bro. Like, he own it. No Trap. I wear a t-shirt with my nipples. Man, somebody put him in timeout, man. Jay Jones is our producer, Michaels. Yes, Captain Spalding Entertainment. Man, I'm excited. My watches are out for delivery. 8 new Invicta watches. 7 of them Swiss movement. 5 of those 7 are Swiss made. Wow. That's exciting news. So, Captain Spalding, let me ask you this. Anybody else just throw a number out there. What do you think your sweet spot like for watches? What is your sweet spot for watches? You can continue cutting. You can have 200, 300 in your collection, but like, what do you think is like a sweet spot? You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was asked that, you know, I rushed into it. I thought about it for a second, but I kind of rushed into it. Like, but you have to think too. Like, well, for me, I'm like, okay, the sweet spot. These are watches that I'm going to wear constantly, right? Because I can share. I don't have every watch with me that I normally wear on a regular basis, but we know that my Tissot PRX, for those that just got here, this Tissot PRX is, and this is the newest, latest and the greatest. This is one that I'm like, okay, yes, this is definitely an everyday wear. My Hamilton crosswind is another everyday wear, something that I really enjoy. I enjoy wearing that. My Expedition, another everyday wear. But then I have, like, I don't have it with me. Visitor is a great watch to wear on a regular basis. Man, whatever. 20 would be my sweet spot. In my opinion, less is more. Is Pagani any good as a homage? Or Sam Martin is amazing. I have a couple of Sam Martins. Yes, Pagani is good too, man. I have a few Paganis that I really dig. I really like. Okay, these watches are nice. Then I had a few that like QC was just like, you know, and it's almost like one of those like what do you expect at a watch that's like under $100? But I have one that has a jewel bezel. It has the day of the week, the date, and the month, I believe. Is the month? Yup, in the month. And that watch, I paid, what, I think $100. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. That watch is, I like that watch, man. I like that. For it to be an inexpensive piece, that watch is phenomenal. Hands down. I don't know what my sweet spot is going to be. I just started seriously collecting about 7 months ago. I'm up to 100 watches. You'll settle. When the dust's clear, you'll be like, all right. You may start getting, you'll shed some stuff, possibly. Probably Lee. Honking at him. I know, trying to throw me off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lee not in the chat, so that means he's lurking. You said he thought that horn was in your shop. Yeah, but to answer your question, yes, Trap, is that your stalker, man? Better not be. So yeah, man, I think that they are really, really nice watches. I have no problem with them. I think you would like, if you haven't purchased, man. I have oh, what is it? Crap. Wow, it's escaping me. Sam Martin's Black Bay Pro Homage. I can't say enough good things about that watch. I'm telling you, that watch is phenomenal because I've actually held the Black Bay in my hand, and granted, there's no replacing that, like the heritage and stuff like that, the movement that's inside. I get that, man, but I personally, I reserve like that luxury touch and feel will be like for Hamilton Longines, and then when I get my Panerai, of course. Now that's not to say that I wouldn't want any other watches. I know Rolex comes. Somebody posted that earlier, and I saw where you got that person got kicked out. But what are your thoughts on the new Jack Mason? Oh, I like it. I saw it at the with like the last, what was it, the wind up? In person, you got to see it in person. I really like it, man. I think I'm gonna say that Jack Mason is doing an amazing, phenomenal job. And my biggest complaint, it's not even a complaint, but like what they're in trouble with is just competition. Because for the price, man, there are companies now that are breaking that barrier at the, like staying at the $500 to $600 price point. The competition is stiff, man. It's a lot of companies like, hey, we can give you similar to what they're doing for like $200 less, and that's going to be the only breakdown for that. But on the flip side, Jack Mason is amassing a lot of customers, man. His customer service is bar none like one of the best out there that I've come across. You know, and I much rather not have to send a watch back or have an issue with a watch, but it's a comfort knowing that if something does go wrong, they're more than happy to take care of your stuff, man. And yeah, that's the one positive I love about micro brands is once they see your name and you buying from them, whatever, and you post your pictures, man. Like if you go to a show where they're at, they know who you are. They may not know your name, but they like, oh hey, like, man, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that, and I agree about competition. There's so much competition out here, man. That's why, you know, even with this question I'm asking, what's your sweet spot? it can get dangerous, man, because we just talked about brand names. We just talked about brand names. So realistically, you got Omega. Omega has a number of models that you can get, right? We got Rolex. Rolex has a number of models that you can get for under well, it just depends. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some that was around $5,000 to $6,000. Actually, two watches that I would definitely get from Rolex, man, is the Datejust and the Air King, right? I didn't know that the Air King is the actual dial of the I didn't know that. And that's what that made me. I said, you know what? If I was to get a Rolex, that would be the one. I would get an Air King just because of that, man. Because I like cars, and historically speaking, I'm like, man, okay, you got Rolex as a company, the heritage it has, the marketing, the pop, man. This company is a monster. But then it's like it's paying homage to like a car that broke the sound barrier, right? Or was it the speed or the sound barrier? Something like that. Hold on. Let me go back to it. Had 80, mostly Swiss legend, went to a flea market, got rid of 50 of them. There was a Swiss legend that I wanted, man. Dave D's in the company in the chat. How about donating a 50 slot auction? Hey, that's true. Doubt you would miss that. Trap money. Oh, I read that already. Look, I had the Tudor Black Bay. It was way too thick. Yeah, I mean, it's still thick. But you know, the crazy thing is, like, bro, it's actually it's not as tall as the original. The Black Bay Pro is actually thicker than that one. By like 1.5 millimeters or something like that. 1.5 millimeters. And I agree about competition. Yep, and I lost it. Paid for a whack. Ooh. Tudor sinks like the Titanic on the secondary. Get a Datejust. I had one 2-tone on Jubilee 36 millimeter fluted. And he broke that thing down. And see, that's the thing though, man. It's like when we're talking about this like as far as collecting watches, man, it could get dangerous, man, because there's so many. It's so many. And like I said, if once we jump into the micro brand and independent space, man, where do you stop? Where's the limit? You know what I'm saying? Because we all like watches, man, and there's something for everybody, man. Like Fortis, when I saw that watch for myself, I felt like a donkey, a horse just like kicked me in the chest. I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. That watch, man, get out of here, sucker. That field watch was beautiful, man. And then move, man. These bees is out. It's getting cold. The bees is out here. They ready to sting everybody. So Fortis is an amazing watch, right? You got Formex, another amazing watch. Like, I'm like, dude, Monta, right? Just amazing watch. Christopher Ward. You can go on Christopher Ward and get like 10 watches out of his. Like, dude, he has everything. If you like the Bel Canto, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little pricier, but that watch is amazing, man. It just is, man. And again, those that got it, if you pay, what's that thing, like $5,000? You say that price, and some people cringe on that, like, man, I ain't paying that. Some people will pay that, even if you can't afford to watch, man. It's like you're gonna make something shake. You feel me? That's just what it is. So those companies I just named, right? From Fortis, Formex, Christopher Ward, Mark from Long Island, right? Man, what was another one? What's another one? Jack Mason. Like, you get, that's 5, man. There's so many. Spinnaker. God dog, bro. Like, the list goes on and on and on and on. And your sweet spot, before you know it, if you really digging those, God dog, get out of here with that, man. Hey, man, I need a bazooka. Oh, you want to do that, huh? Get out of here. Move, man. Okay, yeah. This probably be the last day I do this out here. Cause I don't mess with bees, man. I'm like, I ain't trying to get stung, bro. I hate that. Move, fool. I wish I had a zapper, man. Get out of here. Tudor Prince Day Day two-tone is a good bang for buck. A Tudor Prince Day Day. I have to look at this, man. Okay, y'all know me. I'm about to, hold on, let me screenshot that, bro. I don't know what that looks like, but I'll happily look that up. How could you forget Monta? Love the channel and content. Think about becoming a channel member. Thank you, sir. All right, man, bro. Hate that. That stupid Jake breaks. Wow. Nah, man. I'm actually I'm at the my local diner. I'm in my local diner, bro. And it's just a main drag right here, bro. He said the freeway. No, bro. Only $6.99 a month. You can't beat that. Yeah, bro. So and it, like, Vic, I will say this too. For anybody that like, when you guys, I have a number of channel members. I got like 12 channel members right now, right? And when that money come in, man, the good thing about the money that comes in from the channel, once YouTube takes its cut, I take that money and I always put it back into giving to people, man. So in my church, we have Hope Worldwide, right? And we always, every year, like special, we have a special missions, and we give to, like, you would just give a little extra, more than what you pay in tithes and stuff, right? So we, every year, we'll collect like $250,000, man, and we'll send it to like India. We do stuff around here, so we support the sister church, but like we take a good portion of money here, and like we'll get beds, we get take donations and stuff like that. So we feed the community, we feed the homeless, and like I've set up beds for people, man. Like when you go into some of these neighborhoods, and this mom, bro, like this mother, literally, like she was married or whatever, and her husband got killed or something, I think in a car accident, and they had 8 kids together. Well, I don't know what the setup was. I really didn't want to pry, but it's obvious that she didn't have the insurance money, or they didn't have insurance when he died or whatever. Cost them everything. So she raising these 8 kids, no, I'm good, 8 kids by herself, man, and she needed some assistance, and we came in there, man, was setting up beds, bro. I was in that thing for like 4 hours, man, because like it was a lot of beds to set up, a lot of bunk beds, right? And she needed a van and stuff like that. I was trying to get it. It's, man, it's sad though, you know what I'm saying? At times it's like, man, ooh, fool. Yeah, man, I told you I ain't trying to get stung. My head says micro brands, but my heart says Vacheron. Hey, Daniel. Hey, you know what? I don't blame you, man. You know, I go to Moria Jewelers. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I go to Moria Jewelers, and Moria Jewelers has. Let me walk down there. So they have IWC. They have Carl Bucher. They have Seiko, Grand Seiko. They got some Citizen. Crap. They have pre-owned Rolex. A lot. They always got pre-owned Rolex and Panerai, and I just go in there just to. I always try them on and just smell them. But anyway, they have Frank Mueller, and I'm missing. There's Elise Breitling. Man, it's a few others that they have, man. You know what I'm saying? But Bell and Ross, they got about 10 to 12 huge brands. And I go in there and I look at all these watches, man. You look at the prices and you're like, man, this watch is $14,000. Zenith, they got Zenith too. And then you look like, man, that watch is $21,000. Tag Heuer. And you're like, ooh, they had a Tourbillon and that was $22,000. Now, I'm not so much like the only Tag Heuer that I really like is the Monaco. That's the only one that I really like. The rest of them, man, they kind of blend in. You know what is, for me, the technical specs of Tag Heuer and the history and stuff like that. I know what the the average YouTuber will talk about that. Some of that stuff don't apply for me. I don't care. I'm looking because it's always, I'm a dial guy. I love the way they look, and based on then I'm looking, it's like, okay, what movements in there? What? Okay, I can go for that. But like when it comes to the price, I'm like, I'd rather get an Oris before I get a Tag Heuer. I just like the way it is finished. I like the colorways of the Oris over Tag Heuer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, man, I didn't bring. You know what? I did not bring my Squale with me. That was the one. That's another watch that, yeah. But you said micro brands. Your heart says Vacherons. I feel you. I feel you. I love micro brands, and I got a bunch of them, man. But and I don't regret any of them. And to be honest, like as I'm talking, I'm thinking, I was like, man, shoot, I don't know what would be my sweet spot for watches, man, because of all those companies I just named off, man, I'm like, Trapvision, man, that's another company at Mori Jewelers. And that was like Glasuit original. Glasuit had 2 watches in it. Like they got one, I don't know what it's called, but it has like the front of the watch looks like a case back. And I can't remember the price. But boy, oh boy, if you can put that in your hand, on your wrist, and just look at it, that watch is beautiful, beautiful. And I'd be in trouble, man. If I had that type of bread, disposable income of $100,000 or more per year, and I'm talking about disposable, my watch collection, there, I wouldn't have a sweet spot. I don't think I have a sweet spot, and I believe that I would literally be, I will be definitely a huge collector. You know what I'm saying, of a number of brands, because IWC, man, that big pilot, God dog, man, that watch just, that crown, bro, that crown is so freaking big, man. It reminds me like the turn signal in an old school car or something, man. Like, that thing is sick, man. I don't know, man. Grand Seiko NF movement is the best. I have to research that, bro, because like that's the one thing I haven't really researched Grand Seiko's movements. I just like the one thing that got me is their dials are amazing, bro. And I put it on when I went to Maury's. I put it on, man. I was like, man, this watch is beautiful, man. The watch is beautiful. I'm with it, but I do have to look that up. Grand Seiko is a grail to me, maybe someday. Zellos, I got one. A great watch, bro. All right, Jay Jones. Man, of all the watches that could just like really, like I said, man, that's a hard thing. Cause I love watches. I love the way watches look, man. But dude, Panerai is it for me. It would, man, if no other watch. You know what I'm saying? If it was one of them bets, like, hey, you got to get rid of all your watches for one watch, what would it be? I'm going Panerai, man. Yup. Panerai all day. All day. Give me a radio mirror. And I like the Luminor. I don't necessarily have to have the crown on it. And if I ever, like, once I get my radio mirror, I'm good. But I would get the Luminor at one point. It wouldn't be a rush. And again, who knows where, this stuff will take, man. Stuff happens, bro. You know the weirdest thing about watch collecting? Bro, I literally ran into a room full of watch collectors at an event. And somebody can say, man, I love this, man. I seen people take watches off their wrist and give to just complete strangers. I've seen it, bro. And what's crazy, like, I've done it. I've given like watches to people, man. Like people that's getting into it and they love it. Like, why not? Bless them. Back to the grind. All right, man. Catch you later. Last day to get school supplies for my 6-year-old grandson. Have a great day. All right, bro. Insane accuracy. Yes, that is true about that. The accuracy on that thing is nuts. But that's just it though, man. Like T-Dubs, They gave me a breakdown. So I saw Grand Seiko for the first time in person last year when I went to this event, and I was highly impressed, man. The representative was there, and he was breaking the watches down and explaining like where they got, you know, the ideas from the dial and stuff like that, what goes into it, how many hours they put into finishing and stuff like that. I was like, wow. So there's a lot, like each step of that watch is amazing. Another one that really amazes me is Rado. The processes that Rado goes through to make sure that watches are perfect once it gets to us. And we're talking price now. At this point, you know, the Rado that I want, man, is hold up, let me see. Legendary. Okay. So y'all, Jake just texted me. He was letting me know what's coming in today. There's a watch that can't be talked about yet, so you guys have to stand by, and we'll break that news to you. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here shortly, and I'm gonna head up there to I was gonna say Jake from State Farm. I'm gonna head up to Trifecta, and we'll see what he has in new. Trap, what's your thoughts on the Magnum? The Magnum, I didn't even know that was a thing anymore, bro. It appears that Invicta has abandoned one of his prized possessions, one of his most unique watches, man, to fulfill the fantasies of somebody that doesn't exist. I don't know who are fantasizing about the watches that they got coming up now, but there's no attention given to that watch. It's a dang shame. There was no Swiss upgrades made to that watch. There was no dial upgrades to that watch. What I think Invicta dropped the ball on the Magnum, to be honest, bro. I just think, you know what I'm saying, like whoever designed the Magnum, man, for it to be as big as it is, well-balanced machine, whether it's on strap or bracelet, I just think, you know, I just think that it's a shame. It's a shame, bro. It's a sad day. T White, what's going on, bro? It's a shame, bro. You know, I joke with you about that and stuff like that, man. But all right, let's switch gears real quick because Vic is on to something. I'm gonna say this before I got about like 10 more minutes of this. For those that collect Invicta, I tell you this. I had an opportunity to host a battle for this year. A great battle, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to both combatants, bro. Like my man Felix, he had, man, for him to have been collecting Invicta for 3 years, man, he's amassed a crazy collection, right? Way better than what I did in almost 10 years, right? In 10 years of me collecting Invicta, he's done way better than me. But then Darren Robinson, Mr. Consignment, man, amazing. He just killed the game. But the one thing that I love about the battles is you get to see watches that Invicta's made in the back in the day. And there's an argument. There's always been this argument on YouTube that, you know, Invictas make these large, gaudy, garish pieces and stuff like that. But the one thing that's not talked about is like the amount of people that's collecting Invicta and what has that done for people, right? Invicta's really opened the door to watch collecting and understanding watches, man. And they did a great job with having Justin and Ryan talk about these watches for as long as they have, right? And this is the one thing and the only outlet. Just imagine this for a second. We have an outlet right here on YouTube, right? And you have a number of YouTubers that take their time, they do their journalistic work. Whether they seem hungry to do this or not, they have made their mark and they're giving you information. But you're getting that from multiple sources and there's multiple watches. This is more precision. So Invicta, in a way, with Jay-Z and RJ, Imagine going to, you buy an Acura and you take it back to the Acura dealership to get repaired or find out about. That's what they are. Their specialty is Invicta, but it actually takes you across the board because now they're explaining the movements that's in there. Think about, like Invicta really hasn't, like, honestly, they haven't given them the opportunity to create a more well-informed enthusiast. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just came to the market because, like, what are they gonna put in there? The NH35. There's nothing special about the NH35 at this point. We know it's robust. It's an everyday movement, low cost to have, and stuff like that. But they put an emphasis on the look of the watch, and you have to do more than that, honestly. And not, I just think, you know what I'm saying? It's like the one argument, just keeping on the topic, on point, is they no longer do that because they had multiple movements. They had better talking points, you know what I'm saying? And like, I felt bad at one point with Jay-Z was talking about the watches, and he was boasting about Invicta will never have mystery metal. They'll never have this. They'll never have this. And what did Invicta do that one year? Invicta brought out faux meteorite. That was, I'm like, bro, why would y'all do that? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just put a texture, a waffle pattern? Like, I mean, because Invicta homages so many watches anyway. I'm like, why don't you do a waffle pattern, like Tissot? Excuse me. Instead, you put your main man in a position to where he's been preaching. Invicta does not do mystery metal. They don't do fake this. They don't do faux that. And then you come up with faux meteorite. Now he has to promote this. I said, that is a slap in the face. That was terrible. But like now, Invicta's not giving people the opportunity to fall in love with watches through the movements, through the history of the movements and stuff like that. And I don't care what nobody say. At this point, yeah, the dial could be the game winner. But then you're like, okay, what is this thing powered by? What's the deviation time? How accurate can it be? That's a $1 million question. And then, especially with the price, I heard they can't get the small battery for that watch. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, that's the end. That's the end of that, man. It's done. That is done, bro. See, I'll make sure I didn't miss any comments. Yeah, we about to land this plane, man, because I gotta walk back to the crib, and I gotta give you guys what's at Jake's, man. Gotta see what's going on at Jake's, man. So I'm gonna tell you this. In your shopping, man, in your shopping, I did leave a code. I didn't mention this earlier. If you go down in the description of this live, you can actually go over to Trifecta and see. He actually got those new Seikos. I'm about to go over there and look at them here in a couple hours. He got the new Seikos in, and we'll just go from there, man. And if you guys like literally use the code, bro, like I got a code. I got 2 codes over there. I think it's like Trifecta 3D. I think Trifecta 3D is one and Trapvector 3D is another one. But try Trapvector 3D first. And for those, like for Longines and Tissot, like his more expensive pieces, give them a call, man. Like, there's a personal touch, man. I'm gonna tell you this. Use Jake for what, like a concierge. Like, basically, you have a specialist that will walk you through the watch, man, because I'm not going to assume that everybody knows what's in these watches and why they're asking the prices for these watches, because your average cost on your Longines will be about, what, $2,200, right? So they got them in between, like, from $1,700 all the way up to, like, close to $5,000 for, like, some of this stuff. Like, their Legend Diver, that's a pricey piece, beautiful piece, but it's up there in price, right? So you'll spend $3,000. He does have payment options over there as well. But just talk to him on those bigger pieces and let him explain to you what you're getting. And he'll do the visit. Like, man, he goes through a lot, man, to to assist his customers. That's one thing I like about him, man. Like I said, I heard a YouTuber say like what ADs are the most trusted and the best in United States. I've heard that term before, right? And the place that they were talking about is no slouch. I enjoy that place, right? But for Jake to be in, Jake does not have like as many brands as these other companies, these other ADs, but for what he has, I would say like the average collector collects. You know what I'm saying? So you got Tissot, you got Longines, you got Hamilton, Seiko. If nothing else, he got Seiko, right? And Boulevard. So and he has a micro brand there, which I think that's a nice touch, man. Adding a micro brand is hometown too. So he has Adam Flederman's group, Flederman. Man, why can't I? Flederman Von Reese is the watches he has, micro brands. All right, Tone, I'll let you, bro. Okay, Imp, you set the tone, bro. We about to get up out of here, man. We had 1 hour and 1 minute. So anyway, answer that question for me. If you guys made it this far in the live, what is your sweet spot for watches? And I'd like to know, like, what watch that you had that honeymoon phase. I'll give you one that is honeymoon phase for me right now. Is this Tissot? Oh, look at that thing, man. Look at that. Look at that. There's another one coming out. There's another one coming out. And do not skimp out on Hamilton. That person never told me what Scamilton means. Like, I don't know, like, what does Scamilton mean? I mean, I have a pretty idea, but like, I want to know what's the scam. How are they tricking us some type of way? 350-ish for me, 47 millimeters and nice. So thank you. Okay, so yeah, I'm about to be out of here. I'm going to be putting a bunch of watches through rotation today. So today's watches are going to, I have to squeeze all these into rotation today because just why not? Why not? I enjoy it, man. Don't you enjoy collecting watches and wearing them and talking to other people that enjoy collecting watches and wearing them? I think that's pretty dope, man. In my humble opinion, but don't take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live for you, and that's that. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, man. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great, safe day. It's hump day. You feel me? Let's get our workout on. You know what I'm saying? Let's get our stuff on, man. Be the best version of yourself that you could be today. No apologies. No apologies given, man. Just be you. Just be you. Don't let nobody else tell you no different, man. You awesome, man. Thank you for watching. Share this out, and if you do want to become a member, go ahead, man. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, just go ahead and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up on the way out, man. Appreciate it. You feel me? All right, man. Y'all be blessed, man. I'll catch y'all later.